Hey everyone, I hope that your program that you're doing currently is going so well. And I find through as long as I've been doing this, and even me myself, the working out part of this healthy lifestyle is actually the easier part. Like, I can press play every single day. I don't really mind working out. I enjoy it. I feel strong. I feel energetic. But where I really struggle sometimes is nutrition. And through this journey of learning how to take care of myself and really learning a ton about nutrition, I've seriously learned how to love what I'm eating and still have it fit my meal plan and be a really healthy, nutritious meal for me. So, I wanted to show you some of my tips because I get more questions about nutrition than anything else. And I know that I've created some meal plans for you, and some of you have asked questions about recipes or just questions about the meal plan in general that I kind of want to address here, because the goal is for you to figure out this healthy lifestyle for yourself, make it work for you, and not have to rely on somebody else to always make your meal plans or give you recipes, because we want this to be so doable that you feel like you can do this on your own. Of course, you will always have us to ask questions and all of that, but we don't want you to have to rely on us because we want you to know and understand how to do this yourself. So I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to show you exactly what I do. And I want you to know it is so simple. Like, I feel like I'm going to make this video and you're like, well, duh, like we all know that. But hopefully this is super helpful for somebody out there. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're actually going to start with Pinterest. You probably have Pinterest, I would imagine. Mine looks kind of funky because it's a business Pinterest. But here's what I do. I think about what I want to eat for the week. And for me, I usually stick to Portion Fix, but I also sometimes throw in To Be Mindset. I want you to know right off the bat that my meal plans and what I eat is completely based off of Beachbody's nutrition plans, because they've taught me everything I know about how to eat well and feel my best. So I follow those plans, and I would highly recommend that you pick one to follow too. I'm sorry, I have something in my eyeball. It's really bothering me. So I start with the model of Portion Fix usually, and I create my meal plan around that. So I'm not going to get into that in this video. I just want to show you like how to navigate when you're looking at my meal plans, how to make the things that are on there, because recipes aren't included because I don't really use recipes. This is what I do. So for example, the one that comes to mind for me is spaghetti squash spaghetti. Okay, you might see that and you're like, okay, I don't even know what a spaghetti squash is. I've never eaten a spaghetti squash in my life, and I don't know how to make that. So here's what I would type in. I would say 21-day fix spaghetti squash. Let's do this one. So I type it in and I scroll through the one that looks good. Every single time I might do a different one, but I love to use 21-day fix recipes because if you go into them, they usually have the containers written there for you. Like, you don't have to figure it out for yourself. So here's just a quick example. This is not spaghetti, but it is spaghetti squash lasagna, and I take that as a win because this week I'm craving spaghetti and I wanted a healthier version. So I'm going to scroll down. I see the picture, blah, blah, blah. I see the super long story, blah, 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 blah. And at the end, you have your recipe for spaghetti squash lasagna. And then somewhere in here, right here, 21-day fix, 1 1/2 red, 1/2 blue, 1 1/2 green per serving. Like, how simple and easy that is right there. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. Here's another way, because I have found that so many people feel like they have to completely change their lives and their meal plans whenever they start this, but really it's finding ways to make the things you love healthy. So for example, on one of those meal plans, I put Philly cheesesteaks for dinner one night. And you might read that when that week comes around and you're like, Philly cheesesteaks, that does not sound healthy at all. But I'm here to tell you that every single thing you love to eat, you can make it in a healthier version. And that's one of my favorite things about this meal plan. Everything is allowed. You just have to prepare it a little bit differently, add in some extra veggies, and maybe take out some of the junk that you would have put in it before. So I will type in either healthy Philly cheesesteak. Hey Shelby, I'm doing a video real quick, so I'm gonna mute you. Okay, so I'm going to type in healthy Philly cheesesteak, and it's going to give me lots of ideas of how I can make a Philly cheesesteak healthier than usual, because usually, you know, I would do it on white bread. I would cover it in like tons of cheese, maybe very minimal vegetables, but this is going to show you some examples of how to make it in a healthier way. And I love that. And you can even type in 21-day fix Philly cheesesteak. And sometimes it'll come up and sometimes it won't. So you just kind of have to play around with it. And then even look at this. Like, you're going to get the same idea of a Philly cheesesteak whenever you eat this meal, but it's a very healthy version. Instead of using the bread, you're going to actually use the pepper as your base for your meal. So just some ideas. I am creative with my meal plans. I do not get rid of anything. Like, I love Philly cheesesteaks. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm never going to eat a Philly cheesesteak again. Instead, I'm going to figure out how to make it healthier by adding in more veggies and taking out the junk. So there's one idea as far as the meal plans go. Second thing, people are always asking me for new recipes and ideas. And I want you to know that usually when you have a question about meal plans, there's an answer on Beachbody. That's why I love our program so much. So if you go to Beachbody On Demand and you click on nutrition up here, you just log in. Usually you're probably going to workouts, but if you go to nutrition and you scroll down, you will see channels and you click on Fixate. If you're not aware of this on Beachbody On Demand, you need to look it up like today, because it is amazing, so helpful, and has literally hundreds of recipes. So you can just scroll through, go to videos. There are new recipes here. And look how it's organized for you. You're like, I don't know what to have for breakfast this week. Look at all these recipes. Like, there are videos. I'll play one. Let's see. This one's long, but I'll just kind of skip through it. I'm not going to make you watch 5 minutes of it. But how easy.
I'm Autumn Calabrese.
And I'm her brother, Bobby Calabrese.
And this is Fixate. It's a healthy fat.
So
We're using
literally
it in
they're
place
showing
of
you
white
exactly
flour.
how
It's
to
just
make
better
these
for you.
apple banana
It
muffins.
holds together
And
nicely.
they
Yes,
even
it does.
talk about,
All right, and that is all of our dry.
Yep.
And that is all of our wet.
they even
Bunch
talk
of
about the
whisk those
containers. She
together.
has them
Okay.
over there. I don't know if you can see them.
I was just going to say something. Banana.
So cool,
Batters
so
can be
helpful.
really-
So literally hundreds of recipes. There's breakfast, entrees, sides and snacks, salads, soups, sauces and dressings, desserts, Shaco, and 80-day obsession friendly recipes. There are hundreds of recipes in there, you guys, that you can use, and they are so helpful. On top of that, if you don't have time to watch a video or you just prefer to look at a normal recipe, you can go to resources, and every single recipe is written out for you. If you go to this PDF, you can type it in, you can find the recipe, you don't have to watch the video. So helpful. So there's that. So let me stop sharing my screen here. That is exactly what I do every single week whenever I am trying to figure out my meal plan. I am not saying like, oh, this meal can't work. Like, whatever you're craving for that week, if it's on my meal plan or not, all you need to do is find a way to make that recipe work for the meal plan. And you can always do that, you guys. There's always a healthy version of every single meal you like, I promise, because I've been doing it for 2.5 years. And that's why I'm able to stick with it, because every single thing you love can be made into a healthier version, including dessert. So use Pinterest. Type in those key things that I typed in to find your recipes. Of course, you always have us to ask questions to, and then make use of Fixate, because there are hundreds of delicious recipes that you know 100% without a doubt are meal plan approved and delicious, because one of the trainers herself created them with her chef brother. So I hope this is helpful. If you ever have questions about the meal plan, or recipes, which I don't really use, but I can do my best to help you out, let us know. But our goal is that you really would learn how to do this, and you would feel like you have control over your meal plan and you can figure this out on your own.